How arrogant, how f***ing arrogant are these people that they feel that their opinion is so relevant and important?
So Carlos Mencia just recently did an interview with DJ Vlad, and during that interview, he called out Joe Rogan for stealing jokes from Brendan Schaub and putting it in his Netflix special called Burn the Boats.
I'm the opposite. I wish I was gay. It looks way easier.
My life would be so much easier if I was just gay as shit. At night we'd each other.
Which Mencia finds completely hypocritical of Joe, since Joe, if you don't know, had a screaming match with Mencia at the Comedy Store, where he called out Mencia's joke theft on stage.
If someone steals a riff from a song, that shit's in the news constantly. Mother steal shit and make it on HBO. They steal shit, they put it on television.
Why would it matter to you?
Why the f would it matter?
Why would it matter to you?
And this event is what ultimately ended Carlos Mencia's comedy career. So when DJ Vlad brought this up in the interview, Mencia didn't hold back. And then he goes in on Joe for being a hypocrite.
I honestly think if Joe Rogan didn't become as big as he became, I almost think that whole situation when he ran on stage and so forth probably would have faded away. But he became a big entity in this space.
He also just got accused himself, so.
Oh, he got accused of stealing jokes?
Well, you don't know that?
No.
Pull it up.
I'm about to pull it up.
Oh, seriously? You didn't know about this? I'm sorry to the one to bring it up, bro, but...
Well, the way this is laid out is failed comedian Brendan Schaub takes credit for a line that sounds familiar.
So, this is what I didn't want. This is what, like, I thought, I don't want it to become this. You know what I mean? And so now I've had to tell people in my audiences sometimes.
This is the Netflix special.
Yes.
That's the way he did it.
The next special that
he just did.
So,
okay.
Point being, like, the policeman of this, right? Policeman got caught with his hand in a cookie jar, if that's the case.
Wow.
And my point is that, like, whether what he did or didn't I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not getting involved in it. It's not my thing, but it's just like, this is what you started. This is what we started with all this bullshit.
So according to Mencia, Joe's public confrontation with him sparked a trend of comedians being constantly compared against each other. And now everyone's being accused of stealing each other's jokes, saying there's a big difference between stealing entire acts and finding inspiration from similar ideas and topics.
My biggest fear, so to speak, came true, that this joke stealing stuff is going to be so prolific for everybody that it's going to just become every comedian is going to get accused of stealing jokes. And that's pretty much what's happening right now. Every comedian is pretty much getting accused of this shit. And you know what it's actually doing? It's diminishing what we do. It's diminishing who we are as comedians. It's taking away the power, the beauty, the artistry of what we do. It's turning it into some really shitty, simplistic, oh, this guy can tell that joke. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
That's not how this works. It's taken me sometimes years to perfect not just a joke, but the joke that I tell before, the joke that I tell right after, the joke in between, like to make the arch, to bring this 45 minutes to 1.5 hours of a beautiful movie. It's not that simple, and I hate that it's gotten there, and I hate that now, because every comedian steals, now every comedian is a simple joke thief piece of shit, and it has demeaned the art of what we do.
Joe Rogan's always stood by what he did. He's been very vocal about how he sees joke thief as the same as plagiarism. Now I get what Mencia is saying to a point. I can see how he feels the comedy world became too quick to accuse comedians of theft after what happened to him. But honestly, I think I'm going to take Joe's side on this one. When Rogan called Mencia out, there was so much evidence from other comedians that Carlos Mencia had been stealing jokes. Anyways, that's where I stand on it. Let me know what you think down in the comments below.
I am inspired by other comics. When I saw Dave Chappelle perform here, I went home. I'm like, God damn, I want to write. That motherfucker was genius. It was brilliant. I see you and I go, just because you did another joke the other day. I saw you do a joke about licking a fucking asshole. It's like licking a battery. I saw a guy do it in Vegas. I go, well, that's where he got it from.